Alrighty, welcome along everyone to No Man's Land, and here with the Build It Challenge. It's been a while since we've been here on this map. In the last episode, you would have seen this field was going in, but we have now got it completed. So that's cool. Hide the rock picker over there. Got to pick all the rocks and that sort of stuff. Over here behind the shed, I have cleared out all the trees that was here, so we're going to make a bit more of a bigger yard through here. Whether or not we extend this field out or not, or just put some more sheds in because we're running out of storage space. Put a few of the open air gardens in as well, 3 of those in the distribution centre, so that's going pretty well. We got all those trees there to take to the sawmill, so that's part of today's jobs, as well as rock picking, and got to fertilise our field, plus whatever else we can find. All the timber that we took to the sawmill last time has been turned into planks, so we've got all that we can sell as well. So we might as well get straight into it. We'll come and check over on our sheep. They look like they're doing pretty good at the moment. Where are they? So they'll need some more grass, so we'll have to get onto that today as well. But what we'll do for now is we'll start by picking the rocks in the field, because we are getting charged for this piece of machinery. So we'll get that done and get that sent back to the shop, because we've got it on lease. So I hope everyone's had a good week. Alright, like I say, we'll get these picked. This field's not going to have anything in it until after winter anyway. I think we're going to plant some soybeans in here. So yeah, that's part of the plan. What have we got? I think we got wheat and barley in those other fields by memory. Yeah, so barley up the back, wheat there. This one here will have soybeans in it. So that's all part of the plan. Like I say, we've got a few jobs to tick off the list to do today. Get this done and then fertilise our other field, our canola field, and then we can get on to getting the wood sent to the sawmill, and then selling everything that's there at the moment. It's actually been a while since I've played on this map. Been putting a lot of hours into the Valley of the Old Farm series, so this one's sort of been put on the back burner a little bit, but that's right, we'll get there, get on and get some more stuff done. Try and expand our operation, depending how we get on with products from the sawmill. We probably might look at extending our farm, buying another plot of land. couple more strips, and then the stones will all be picked up in this field, get them dropped off at our little lime station there, so we can produce some lime, even though we've still got plenty in our shed that was dropped off in one of the first episodes. I hope everyone's doing well. Everyone's had a good week. Nothing too out of the ordinary has been happening. Right, that's pretty much our field completed. Radio, and can send this machine back to the shop. What we need to do is well, we haven't got any fertilizer for a start, so we'll have to go over to the sawmill and get our trailer for the back of the pickup here, and get all that sold. And then what we'll do is head over and get that sold and pick up some fertilizer as well. So we'll head over and see what we've got at the sawmill. Go and get everything picked up. I have brought the trailer over here and preloaded most of it. You'll see once we get here what we've got. I had to move the sawmill from the previous episode too. I figured out it was in the wrong spot and something was blocking the spawning place for the pallets. The sawmill's got its own forklift as well, so as you can see, I think we've put about 40,000 litres of wood in here, and we've got those pallets of planks there, a whole trailer of planks right there, and a couple over there as well. But yeah, so I'll just move this forklift out of the way. So yeah, like I say, 40,000 litres of wood gave us an astronomical amount of planks. So what we'll do is we'll take our trailer over to the shop, get the first load sold. We'll pick up some fert, take that back to the farm, and then what we'll do is also bring another load of trees over and keep the sawmill going. Like I say, we've got all those trees cut down over at the farm where we're going to put some more sheds in. So the money we get from this will help us do what we need to do. We'll head down to the shop now and get this sold and see how much money we can make. put a building in there just so we can sell. The only thing that I'm allowed to sell at that building is the bark mulch from the sawmill, because there's nowhere else that'll take it. So I just put that in so we got somewhere to sell the bark mulch. Alrighty, so here we go. We'll drive up over our sell point. And watch our money go up. $103,000 for that first load, so that's pretty good. What I'll do is come over here and go into the shop. We'll get a couple of pallets of solid fertilizer for our spreader. Where do we need to go? Up to pallets. We can either do big bags or pallets. We might as well go big bags because we've got the big bag lifter. So what we'll do is see what we can find. Probably just grab these ones here. Grab 2 of those. Oh, actually we'll grab another 2. Might as well grab 4. And that way, know we got enough. Alright, so we'll just quickly put on a little cheat just until we get these to the farm. That's right, I forgot. I've got the universal auto load on. That's why it gets a little bit glitchy sometimes. Alright, get them strapped down. We'll go and get these dropped off and pick up our load of another load of wood. So yeah, like I say, there's plenty of jobs to get done on the farm today and lots of things going on. Just trying to get things expanded. Growing the farm, and we'll see how our animals are getting on. Might look into doing some chickens at some stage, but like I said, that'll probably have to wait until we get our wheat harvested. And playing with seasons on, so that'll slow the progress down a little bit. But can't rush good things, I suppose, can you? Get into our tractor and put the front loader on. Lucky we didn't get big bags actually, because I forgot we don't have pallet fork at the moment. Let's take our straps off. Well, it looks like it's trying to pick up all of them. What we'll do is hook until our weight. Forgot that was sitting there actually. We'll grab a weight and get this unloaded. It seems quite heavy. and it obviously hooked onto the trailer as well. Probably got the wrong big bag lifted for it too, but never mind. It happens. We'll just use what we've got until we can get some other things. Hooked onto the trailer again. And just stick them there for now, and then we know where they are when we need. See if that works. No, still hasn't worked. I'll just do it the cheap way for now. It's always the way, nothing works well when you want it to. Right, so that's that done, sorted. We'll get a load of, try and get all this wood taken over to the sawmill. That way we can get that turned into planks and get it sold. Get our side poles put up for the logs. Turn that off actually, so it doesn't need to sit there idling all the time. We'll see how we can get on getting some of these logs loaded up. So if we go and have a look in the menu, have a look on the screen here, it tells us we've cut down a grand total of 59 trees. So certainly a few trees that we've been cut down, and no doubt there'll be plenty more at some stage. It's just the ones that we've needed to cut down to expand our operation. Only thing with having it stacked in a pile like this is I don't want to pick up everything all at once, so if we can just pick up a few at a time, that'll be alright. Alright, just try and get them away from that front piece of the trailer a little bit, just so everything sits nice and flat. Try and load it from each side as well, so they don't get a big lean on towards the front or the back. Right, so we should be able to get a fair few of those on at the moment. Certainly have more joy trying to lift the logs with the big bag handler than I do any other version. Whether it be log forks or anything else like that. Alright, so if we can get all these logs done in one trip, that would be good. That way we don't have to be making multiple trips. But I'd say, looking at our trailer, might have to be one in a bit, because that's looking pretty full. Unless I can try and get them stacked on top and strapped down before they fall off. Alright, what we'll do is sneak up for our strap on. It's going to be a fairly big load of logs for our little pickup. Alright, this one here on this side, and then those last few should just about be able to go on the top. Alrighty, looks like we are going to get them all on in one load. Pull that one back. Strap them all up. And try and rest them on the top somewhere. What I'll do is just... Oh, we're losing them. Zoom in a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. See if we can throw a strap over that. Leave our tractor right there for now. Try and put this little one up by hand. It's all a little bit lopsided, but it'll be alright. Why did that fall off? Throw some straps over and head over to the sawmill. It's quite a decent load, and we'll see once we get to the sawmill how much timber there is, because I'm pretty sure the sawmill's empty at the moment. Did not drive through our crop field. back to the sawmill we go, and then once we're there, we'll pick up the last of our pallets and get them sold as well. I might even put in a couple of other greenhouses as well, some of the no man's land ones, but we'll see how that goes. I know with the no man's ones we can either do flowers out of some, or mushrooms and things out of others as well. So might look into doing some of those. I know the Omatana ones we can do all the crops with, but at the moment we're just growing strawberries and lettuces and tomatoes. We're not actually doing crops out of them. So before we sell this, get this water unloaded, we'll double check that our sawmill. We'll just drive in to there. Open our production menu. So yeah, at the moment there's 3 litres of wood. So head over and get that done. And up to 25,000 litres of wood from all those trees. So that's not too bad. What we'll do is get our arms folded up again and come over here and get the rest of these pallets all loaded up. Now with I have got liftable pallets turned on, so why we can get away with that. Won't be using super strength if I don't have to. Like I say, we only used it for those big bags because I was getting frustrated. Alright, so sorry if it looks a little bit glitchy. I don't know, my computer doesn't quite like the auto load thing, I don't think. So every time I get close to a trailer that's got it, normal auto load's fine, but universal seems to have a bit of a problem with it. Not 100% sure why, but it is what it is, I suppose. Until I can, I know my CPU's getting a little bit outdated, but at the moment I can't afford a new one. So we'll just deal with it, and it is what it is. Alright, so we've got those there, got a few more left here, and then we'll turn the sawmill on and get that running. And get those ones underway as well. And depending on what land we buy as to how many trees we get to cut down in the future. I have got my eye on one piece of land that I want to buy next to expand our farm, and I'll show you that one shortly. Alrighty, that's the last of the pallets all loaded. Get them strapped on and go get them sold, and have a look at the next plot of land we want to buy. And then once we do that, we need to look at buying a mower of some sort. And then because what we're going to do is when we buy a bit of land, we'll get all the grass mowed on it because we need it for our sheep as well. But if we can mow all the grass and get it collected for silage, we'll just put it in our fermenting silo, and that way it can either be silage or take the grass back out. So we'll head down the shop, see how much we get off here, and see what we're going to do after that. Alright, so there's another $40,000 worth there, so about $144,000 worth of planks that we've sold already today. And we'll go into our productions menu and get wood planks sorted. Where are my planks? Activate. Alright, so we've also got 23,000 litres of wood chips that we can sort out as well, and 8,000 litres of bark mould. So there's a few things there that we'll sell as well, but like I say, we'll wait till those trees are processed and then see what we do with the rest of them. Wood chips, see when wood chips are at their premium and that sort of thing as well. So always something you can do with trees. So we'll head back to the farm, get our lime and fert spreader put on. We'll either do lime first or we'll get the fertilising done. That line that we pick the stones up in needs to be the field that we pick the stones up in needs to be limed, and then yeah, so like I say, there's still plenty to do, plenty to catch up on. This game save has been neglected for a little bit, but it's time to get back into it and grow the farm. Right, so park that there. Has it got anything in it at the moment? As it's got 1,000 litres of lime, so what we'll do is we need our tractor, and we'll take the big bag lifter off it, put the bucket on it, and fill it full of lime. Then once we get that field limed, we'll empty that and do our fert. Right, disconnect that from there. I know where it is, so that's fine. Get our bucket put on. So that lime's lasted pretty well actually. That's all the lime that got delivered in the second episode. So we've managed to lime all our fields so far, and we'll get a few more done as well when we buy our next plot of land as well. So there is always plenty to do, and plenty of materials are used. That also reminds me, we need to feed our sheep. Pick up another bucket and see if that's going to take it. It's looking pretty full. Uh, it filled it up and then spat it all over the ground. So we'll just try and pick that up. What we'll do is just leave all that there for now. We'll put our weight there. Oh, that's right, weight needs to go on the front. 3 tonne of lime's a little bit big for this little Massey Ferguson. That's right, we need the weight to counteract the front of it. Right, wasn't quite full, but full enough. We'll boom out because it has got a very wide spread on it. And I tell a lie. Need to which button was it? I'll figure out how to change the working width. That's right. That one. Here we go. Spread lime at 42 meters. So you can see it chews through it pretty quick. Of course. Never very good at judging that sort of distance. It must be about there. That'll do. I don't think we're going to have enough lime here to get it done. Oh, the joys of it. Alright. We'll put another couple of bucketfuls in there. That should just about be enough to get it done. Might as well start with this bucket here. See if we can get lined up semi-properly for it. Try and tip it in there, not all over the floor. Thinking that may be enough to get it done. We've only got to do one pass around the at the other end, and then a couple of small spots that look like it's been missed over here, so that should be enough to get it done. Right, so what I'll do is shoot up here and get this end completed. and then we'll get those bits down by the start. Then hopefully that should just about have that emptied, and we can go and fill it up with fert, get our fertilising done. And then I could say we just about look at a new plot of land. I haven't paid any of the loan off yet. I was going to wait and see how much money we made this time round. Might as well just finish spreading this out. There's only 400 litres left. And then the next load of planks that was sold was going to go towards paying off our loan. I figured I'd try and get a couple of plots of land in before paying some of that loan off. Not for any particular reason, just so we could just get our farm in a decent spot. Like I say, we've got 5 fields in at the moment. A few more would be nice, but also paying off that loan is important as well, because we are getting charged interest every day. So I don't know how well this is going to go. Because I can't quite see where we've been. I just figured it doesn't use fertiliser as fast as it uses lime, so it doesn't matter if we get too much of an overlap going. Or unless when we turn around this way we can see, but not quite. Picking somewhere like that, we should be pretty sweet though. All those fields over the other side don't need another application of fertiliser because they went through a growth state before I ploughed them up. Alright, so we'll get this done and see what we've got to do next. It's a few of the main jobs for the day that we needed to get done completed. Only other thing that we need to do urgently is get some some grass for the sheep, not sheep for the grass. Oh, words have been difficult lately. After battling with the flu for a week and a half. Right, so that didn't use too much of our fertiliser. We'll just throw the cover back on that. And just sneak that here into the shed for now. Drop our weight over here as well. As you can see, we've got bits of equipment laying around all over the show. That was part of the reason for getting another shed. Trying to just make things a little bit tidier. So if we drive over here, we should be able to get some grass out. That should be enough. There should be plenty actually. Can't quite remember how much grass they require. Check their water stocks as well while we're here. Oh, they've got heaps of water. Still got plenty of water. how much silage we've got in here at the moment. 59,000 litres of silage going as well. Is it the price of that any good at the moment or not? We'll see what it's doing. Where are we? Silage. Biogas plant isn't really going to pay much for it because we own it. January seems to be the best price. So we'll just leave that in there for now. We are going to have plenty more anyway. Right, so what I think what we'll do now is take a look at our next plot of land that we're going to buy. And the one that I'm thinking of is this plot here, plot 34. We've got our road in and around there. It's got 2 areas of trees, and we can extend some of these fields out here, or put 2 more in there and another one there, and then maybe look at extending this one down the side of the driveway. So at the moment, that one there probably makes good sense to look at buying that. So what we'll do is buy that, and that's pretty much all our money gone. $153,000 for a plot of land. I remember them being a little bit cheaper than that, but I'm picking that was FS19, or unless there's a mod that I've got installed that puts the prices up. But never mind. So yeah, so this is our plot of land we've got now, extended down here through here, which includes that big plot of trees there, all these little ones that are around the place, and then get a little bit over here as well. So plenty of grass we can mow for silage and other things like that as well. What I'll do is go through and just get rid of these little trees. I know people will be saying, oh, you can turn them into planks, but they're only little, they're not really worth too much. So there were some bigger ones out in the middle of this area, I would cut them down and keep them, but these little 5-meter ones are a little bit small because I cut all my tree lengths into 6 meters anyway. So if we just tidy up along here, we will be able to mow this grass pretty easily. We'll check on that sawmill in a minute anyway. I know that processes quite quickly too, so we might be able to get some more planks sold. And I'll just tidy up these 2 around here as well. Because now what we need to do is get a mower for our tractor, and then rent a forage wagon or something as well to pick all the grass up with. Oh, it looks like a couple more down that end. Doesn't look like there's anything else. Just one more here. Run around with a chainsaw. It's probably not the best practice, but never mind. Lumberjack mod is very good for that. I have noticed when you cut down trees, sometimes they don't. They look like they're still there, but when you save the game and come back to it, they're not. So it's obviously just something to do with the way it renders in or whatever. Alrighty, have a look at see how our sawmill production's getting on. One thing I won't be doing today is looking at more greenhouses. It looks like we've got a few things here to sell. There's not a lot of value there at the moment though. Production chains, here we go. Wonder what the price of wood chips is at the moment, because it's doing pretty well. That one there. Wood chips. Farm shop, 144 per 1,000 litres. It's not too bad. If I just work that out quickly, 144 times 30, about $4,000. So it's not too bad. Not overly, not good, but not bad either. Alright, we'll go and see how our sawmill's getting on, because I've got it set to spawning, so every 1,000 litre pallet it's already dropped out on the ground, so I don't know how many's over there at the moment. So we'll take our trailer with us and go find out. We'll see how it's getting on, see how much timber it's going through as well, see what's left in there. And it looks like we've got a full spawn point of pallets here as well. So what do we got left? We got 12,000 litres of wood left, and a heap more planks to come out as well. I don't know why it spawned that one there like that. Looks like it's going to be awkward and spawn halfway down the trailer. Something's obviously going on with it. Doesn't like, obviously, the way I started putting things in. I'll just try and tidy that up. Then bring it back over here and just try and make things a little bit tidier for it. Looks like we might have to take a half-empty trailer to the sell point. So we'll just get these thrown on. We've just about processed all our wood anyway, actually. Say by the time we get most of these done, all that wood would have been processed. It's only got 11,000 litres left. Hopefully what this will do is just give us a little bit of money so we can lease a mower. And that way we can get our grass cut. Start getting some more fields marked out. I'm picking if you sold these at the right time, it'd give you a fair bit of product and give you a fair bit of money, but we're just selling them as we go because we need the money as we go. Right, let's check that. What are we getting? Planks, about another $48,000 by the looks of that. Max value could be 50, but that's in July, so that's a long time to wait to get our products. Another one spawned, so we might as well get that. And then we'll head down and get these sold. Get them strapped down at least anyway. I don't know why it stacked them all like that. It's a little bit weird. Rightio, and back to the shop we go, selling more products. And as you can see, that's why we named the stream Trees Equal Money. Because there's a lot of money that comes from these trees. Certainly a lot more, you make a lot more out of it than just selling the trees alone. Another 21,000 litres of planks to be sold. Now I still haven't figured out how to get the diesel out of the TLX as well, so I'm not too sure on that one. We're at another $48,000, so that takes us to 59. Alright, so what we'll do is head in and check out what sort of mower we can get. How much money we need to spend. We'll check our horsepower rating of our tractor. We got 220 horsepower on our tractor, so we can probably get a fairly decent sized mower for that. We'll see what we can get. Yeah, we'll see. Got the little batwing mower there for 15 grand. All those mowers are getting pretty expensive, so we need to just get one that we can run on the front and then run a pickup as a forage harvester behind, or whether we get something like that and then get a windrower as well. If we go into windrower technology, Could always lease a windrower because we're not going to use it all the time. Mower's sort of something I wanted to buy. That windrower is actually not too bad. Then we'll have a look at forage wagons. So yeah, we're probably not going to have enough money to buy one of those as well. But if we can lease stuff and just keep our costs down, won't be so bad. Where's our mower? If we buy that, then what we'll do is lease a windrower. Probably that one there. It's not even $1,000 to lease that. That's pretty good. And I want a fairly decent sized windrower. Forage wagon. 35, how much does that need? 150 horsepower, so we'll be alright with that. Silage additive tank, yes. And $5,000 to lease that, so that's not too bad. Alright, so we'll head back to the farm and come down and grab our equipment. Like I say, we've still got the bark mulch and wood chips that are selling, plus we've still got more planks producing, and we've also got more areas to cut down trees now as well. So with the plots where the trees already are, we'll like I say, if I manage to cut down all the trees in that area, what I'll do is buy a pallet of tree saplings and replant it. So we're not just cutting down trees and not sustaining it. We'll cut down the trees and then plant them for regrowth as well. So at least that way we are going to have a sustainable amount of money coming back in eventually. I know the trees don't grow super fast, but if we're replanting what we're cutting down, there's always going to be trees for the future. We'll see what we get left after our next lot of planks and see if we can look at putting a cheaper shed in, just in behind the one that we've already got. Right, but we'll go and pick up our mower and start getting some grass mowed. So yeah, farm's starting to grow now. Get the grass mowed and picked up and put into the fermenting silo. A bit of a drive backwards and forwards to the shop every time, but never mind, it's got to be done. Let's get the bat wing out and go get some grass mowed. What I might do is on the other side of the road, just mow that, plough it up, and replant it in grass, and that way we've got a continuation of a grass field that we can mow and fertilise all the time as well. So that way we've still got plenty of grass for our sheep as they reproduce. And then, like I say, after that, after we get our wheat or barley harvested, we will look at getting chickens. Get some chickens in, start making some money off eggs. And still thinking also about the other greenhouses as well. But for now, we're on grass duty, so we'll get this unfolded. Get turned on, drop down. Then what I'll do is paint in some field dividers like I already have there as well. We'll carry that all the way down and paint one in down the side here as well. Trying not to lead any crop out of that field, but we'll do what we can. So if we just end that there and jump on there. Right, got it heading straight now. Right on the 90, we'll keep it straight. Now there is a road supposed to be going in around here somewhere. If we zoom out, we can sort of see it. So probably mowed over a little bit, but that's alright. Eventually all the roads in and around our farm will be in as well. Right, we'll try not to whack too many more trees. So yeah, so this is it. It's all good progress watching the farm grow. And the next thing I'll probably look at is buying the plot out the back, so that way we can extend out the back of the farm as well. But we'll just see how we get on. Good things take time, and we've got plenty of time. I have to refresh myself with the other parts of the challenge that we've got to complete as well. No, the first part was paying off the loan, but then there was also had to buy 1 or 2 plots to put sell points and stuff on as well, and we'll see what sort of other productions we can get involved in as well. So yeah, so there's plenty going on and still plenty to do. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll just mow this first side here. I won't worry about our other little bit just yet. Get this part done, rode up and picked up. and I'll probably do the rest of it off screen. It helps if the tractor's not going too fast before you drop it down, otherwise you miss some. I'm not sure if we've still got some silage additive hanging around at the farm. I'll actually have to have a look at that, because I'm pretty sure I've brought a pallet of it before. We'll do some longer runs now, so we're not doing a heap of short ones. See what I mean about the trees out in the distance? They're still rendered in, but when you get close they disappear, so I don't know what that is, but once I save the game and come back in, they won't be there. So we should get a pretty good haul of grass off here, actually. Got a pretty good haul of grass off that plot there when we did it as well. So it's always good if you can get in, get the grass mowed, make some money off that, and then if you wait for the first growth state to come back through, you plough it in and you've got your fertilising state as well. And then because the planter that I've got runs solid fertiliser as well, it's all 100% fully fertilised by the time it's all planted, so that's pretty good. But after the first harvest we'll have a lot of fertilising to do. Because it won't be the first state before we plant it, so that's alright. There's always those jobs to do on the farm. Not quite at the size of our farm yet where we need another tractor. I did think about it, but then when you're doing mowing or windrowing like this, there's no field, so you can't hire a worker anyway. So it's still a one-man operation. But if the farm gets too much bigger and we are struggling to keep up with one tractor, we may have to look at getting another one. Right, so we get slowly getting through it all. Almost got it done. Oh, I didn't even think about it. I think I've got them installed too. It's the windrows that go on the front of the tractor, so you could windrow and pick up at the same time. Not sure if I've got them installed or not. Never mind. But late now, we've already leased everything we're going to use, so we'll just get it done with what we've got, and yeah, it'll be what it'll be. So yeah, definitely a lot of grass coming off here. Let's see if I can get that bit there that I missed as well. Feel full. And as we get more money, I'll upgrade our grass equipment anyway. So the mower will get bigger. Whether we end up with a front set of front mowers and butterfly mowers as well. That'll just be depending on how big a grass area we have at the time. Because the plan is also to get cows as well, so we'll need silage and hay, so could be a lot of grass work coming up. Let's get this to the last little bit here, go round and round till we get it. Don't get dizzy. That'll do. So yeah, like I say, if we get cows, I want to do quite a big cow area as well, so a pretty good idea of what I want to do there. And it involves a mod that came out not long ago that I think has a capacity for about 1,000 cows. So depending how many of those we put in, will be how big our cow farm is. So it's been a few hours put on this game save already. The track, as you can see, tractor's pretty much at 6 hours. And that's just of tractor time, so certainly been a lot of behind the scenes and off screen stuff as well to get it to where it is. I will be getting some more videos done on it in the coming weeks, just to try and get it moving along, as well as doing the Valley of the Old Farm series, and that's coming along quite well as well. Done some more off-screen stuff on that over the last couple of days, and we've moved into January now. There wasn't a lot going on in December. A lot of snow on the ground. Alright, so that's it for this part of our plot. And just put this here for now. Deal with that later. And pick up our windrow, get it all rowed up and picked up. See how much we've got going on. Change our time scale there to ×2. Since we're so far through our jobs, actually might put it at 3. This is only 20 to 10 in the morning in game time. I actually forgot it was on 1. Put it on 1 when I was playing around doing a few things off screen. Now that I look at it, we probably leased quite a small windrow as well. There wasn't much thought that went on it. Mind you, it was just get what we could afford. I'm pretty sure eventually we will be in a situation where we can lease or buy some bigger gear. Alright, so we'll head back to the farm, just about back there now, and start windrowing. I'll mow this either side of the road off screen and get that done as well, especially that because I've got to figure out how far our plot goes. I don't really want to be mowing over the plot and not being able to pick it up. Alright, so get this all rowed up. Another job ticked off. And the farm has expanded, which is the bonus part. Otherwise there was only going to be so much more we could do until we had to fast forward a heap of time. Pretty much until we got through ready for harvest. But if we can slowly keep chipping away at things, it'll be good. might do is see if I can set my cruise pretty much the same speed we had our mower going, and see if we can get our windrow to go a little bit faster. Otherwise we'll be here for a month of Sundays trying to get it done. That's better. It's not much faster, but it's a little bit faster. Otherwise we would have been here forever trying to get it done. Try not to bang into the trees as we go past. Might have to try and pick up a dodgy line like that. Alright, so we'll slowly get it done. Nothing like doing grass work. Hopefully we can get in and get it done before the rain turns up. Have a look at the weather app in a minute and see what that's going to do. Right, so we can turn that off now because it's run out of wood. Uh, 36,000 litres of wood chips and 12,000 litres of bark mulch. Weather. So it looks like the weather's coming in about lunchtime. So still got a couple of hours before any of that's due. So yeah, hopefully we can get enough work done before it turns up. Need to get my timing a little bit better. So it looks like we're windrowing slightly wider than the mower. Mower was 3 lines, windrow is about 4, so pretty good. Alright, got it pretty good that time around. Very good. I'm pretty happy with how everything's going at the moment. A little bit early that time. Never mind. What we could also do is once we get some fields in as well, look at planting a couple in corn and chaffing that for silage as well, just to try and get our silage stocks up before we even get cows, so that way we've got something to feed them. Once our wheat and barley comes in, we gonna keep the straw from that as well, so that'll be good. And if we can get some hay done, then we can sort of make PMR pretty much straight off the bat. No point in getting animals if you can't feed them. Or I'll get this end done and then go tidy up that little bit up the other end. Then be all ready to go and pick up the wagon and loading wagon and pick it all up. I won't return any of the leased equipment just yet because, like I say, we've still got plenty more grass to get through. And I might even go and mow the grass around by where the greenhouses are and where we cut down the trees before we put our shed in. Since it's there, we might as well utilise it. Wrong button. 22 kilometres an hour, not 30 odd. Alright, last couple of strips, then that little bit down the other end. this little strip here. Right, we'll do the sneak in, just go down the road. We'll just do some short strips up through here. Enough to get it done. For some reason didn't want to lift. Right, I'll just leave that over here because we'll need it again shortly. And get our forage wagon. Lucky I sort of set my farm up in the middle of the map, to be fair, not way out the back, otherwise it would certainly be a long way to drive all the time. Right, we'll pick the shooter maker up. What I'll do is I'll just buy a pallet of silage additive here, because I actually don't think it was this map that I've got it on, so wrong button. I'll shoot inside by a pallet of silage additive. If we've got one back at the farm, we'll just deal with it later. Right, we'll fill this up, because there'd be nothing worse than getting back to the farm and finding out we don't have any. So what we'll do is we'll just have a pallet down here, fill this up, and the door's slightly open on the tractor. I was just trying to figure out how to close it. Didn't want to work at the moment. Alright, so we'll go and get this picked up. If you're wondering why the tractor looks a little bit green, it's the real dirt mod that I've got installed. And when we drive over our limed fields when we're planting it, everything goes white. Alright, so see how good my rowing up skills were if I can pick it up. I'll do just speed that up slightly as well. Not super cheaty, but a little bit more. What's another 5 kilometers an hour between friends? Alrighty, so we'll get this picked up and put into our fermenting silo. Got a pretty good turning radius on this pickup wagon. Most of them don't like turning too sharply like that. Alrighty, it looks like we're about 80% full, so slowly getting there. Gonna be a few loads, so that'd be a good thing. Alright, this is full. We'll head back and drop our first load off. But before we do that, we'll see what's already in there. Now we got, what do we got? 45,000 litres in there now, so we'll add on to that. Alright, so we should be able to get it picked up fairly quickly. What do we got before we can plant again anyway? Look at our planting calendar. Pretty much not until March again now, before we can put any other crops in the ground, so got plenty of time to get some more fields in. So that'd be good. So we'll get all the grass done, and then and probably in November we'll look at ploughing up again, and hopefully that way everything's had a growth state, and we'll get our first lot of fertilisation when we plough it up. So that'd be good. Alright, so just about full again. Almost about 70,000 litres put in. So once this one's emptied, that's 70,000 litres we put at the top of the 45 we already had. Cut the corner there. Never mind. I'm sure it'll be alright. Right, so we were pretty close to being right on the edge of our boundary there, which was pretty good. Was a pretty good guess by me. We'll tidy up those leftover bits at the end. Yeah, so it's right on the verge of that grass there that it says we don't own that land, so we'll have to be careful when I plough it in. I don't go over it, because if we go over it and plant it, we won't be able to harvest it. Now, we don't need to be losing any crop. Right, next trailer is full, so that brings the total so far to 105,000 litres. I'd say there's pretty much easily another load, if not a little bit more. Yeah, so the amount that it's processed, we're down to 149, but like I say, that's 105,000 litres that we've put in there so far. There's actually probably more than a trailer load here, to be fair. Might be closer to 2. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get all this in, this trailer load, to be fair. Nope, not quite. So that's 140,000 litres so far. Pretty happy with that. And then by the time you add the 5% on for the silage additive, it will be good. Plus we've still got grass to mow as well. The 140,000 litres so far into the fermenter. here, we might as well pick up this little bit as well, because I don't think we should run out of room this time round. Alrighty, that's the end of the plot all picked up. Shoot down and see what's left down this other end. Alright, last little bit to be picked up. Now, I'm not going to worry too much about the grass down the front of that tree area, because like I say, that tree area is pretty much going to stay anyway. If we cut all the trees down, we'll replant it. Right, and just like that, that's that part of the plot pretty much done. Swing around, grab that last little bit there. And this little bit up here. And another 15,000 litres, so pretty much 16 you could say there. So I say we were at 140, so pretty much 156,000 litres, and we've still got plenty more to go, so probably be over 200,000 litres of grass picked up by the time we finish. So 199,000 litres in total. 65,000 litres already turned into silage, so that's pretty good. Alrighty, so on that note, we'll leave it there. Thanks to everybody that tuned in. Thank you for watching a live stream here on No Man's Land. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to like the video. Feel free to share it, comment it, all that good stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers for watching. Where is it? I have to change that to ending one. Not sure I've got an ending one. Alrighty, everybody. Cheers.